So we got Scott Derrickson, and he's going to helm a movie called Black Phone. I didn't read this story.
So this one is a Joe Hill adaptation.
Okay.
And there's a lot of weird shit happening. And it seems like they're all separate storylines that will then conjoin into one. The most notable one is a kid stuck in a basement with no lights, surrounded by the bodies of other dead children. And the only thing in the room is a black phone. And on that black phone, at night it rings, and when he answers, it's the dead that want to talk to him.
Fuck.
Yeah. So it looks like it's going to be pretty dark, which is Scott Derrickson's bag. C. Robert Cargill is coming back. Massa Worm, if you remember back from the old Ain't It Cool days.
Oh, yeah.
He's going to also be co-writing this one as well. Yeah. So some pretty fucked up shit that's happening in this one.
Fucking doused in the blood of half a dozen fucking murdered children.
Yeah.
That's fucking vile.
100 maniacs. 100 maniacs. Who is a fucking maniac is the old Donald Sutherland. Yeah, he is. That fucking that horror movie. What's that horror movie that he's in?
Don't Look Now?
Yeah, the old one.
Don't
It's
Look.
like,
Oh, that's Invasion of the Body Snatchers.
yeah.
Donald Sutherland's the only man that could play Sam Elliott's dad in a movie.
Yeah. Well, him and Emmy
Ikwaka?
Ikwako.
Iquenza Watcher?
Yeah. They're joining Roland Emmerich's Moonfall. So that's a story about the moon falling on into Earth.
Oh, how original.
It's a $120 million budgeted movie.
Jesus.
Yeah.
They couldn't do this like Greenland for like 60? You could do this for 60.
It's Roland Emmerich.
I know, but still.
He's going to have the thing where like the moon's going to be touching Earth, and then they're going to drive on the surface of the moon. There's going to be no gravity.
Yeah.
And then they're going to like get across the sea or some shit like that.
Yeah.
It's going to happen.
Yeah. Why'd you have to put that into my head now? I'm going to be disappointed if it isn't.
We put this fucking the wheels in motion. Ain't no rewinding me back.
Emmerich, I know you fucking listening.
Bruce Campbell offered an update on Evil Dead Rise, which is the next Evil Dead movie in the franchise.
Set in a high-rise building.
Set in a high-rise building. It is a completely self-isolated story as well. It's not connected to the other ones or the remake that came out. This will focus on a woman protecting her family.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So it sounds good. And then like what Bruce Campbell was kind of saying was like, this book gets around.
Okay.
Yeah. And that's how
So
she
it doesn't
kinda,
just stay in one place. Like it doesn't just stay in the cabin.
yeah.
I was thinking just before I was thinking, can you imagine if they sort of gentrified that rural area
Yeah.
and they just sort of built on top of that cabin and knocked it down, and obviously there was the book's still in that basement,
Yeah.
but then someone finds that book and they're in the high rise, and then
Yeah. I don't know. Maybe that is the
it
story.
could be.
It's an original story from Lee Cronin.
Mm-hmm.
So Sam Raimi has handpicked Lee Cronin to be the director for this movie, and they're just shopping it around right now.
Okay.
Yeah. But I reckon it could be scary, man.
I reckon it will be scary.
This is kind of like Poltergeist 3 in the high rise.
Yeah. 2?
Was that 2?
Yeah.
2 was in the TV station. Yeah.
Okay. All right.
We have Kenya Barris to write, produce, and direct a Richard Pryor biopic.
So I thought this was already in motion
Yeah.
from Lee Daniels and Mike Epps on board as Richard Pryor.
Yeah.
But it wasn't the case at all.
No.
So this has gone through development hell for the last 10 years.
My God.
Where Eddie Murphy was on it on board to produce. So was Chris Rock.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
We had Lee Daniels attached to helm. And I think someone else as well. And now it's finally coming out. So behind the backing of the full Pryor estate, Kenya Barris is going to write, produce, and direct.
Yeah.
So Kenya Barris does those Blackish shows right now.
Yeah.
Those are really, really good, those shows.
Yeah.
Do you think he stays with Mike Epps? Mike Epps is looking a bit old. Bit old in the face these days.
Yeah.
Do you think we go with the original with Marlon Wayans?
See, I was thinking about that. That's the one I would want to see.
That's like that. The what's his face the screen test that we saw for that was fucking unreal.
Yeah.
You guys didn't watch the screen test?
I didn't watch the
No,
screen
I watched
test.
it.
The screen test online, you can watch that he does.
Good.
It's unreal. It's unreal. Like Marlon needs that, I think.
Yeah.
It'd be so good to kind of see Marlon come back and do something more serious.
Yeah. Like, I mean, dude, like it's so weird because he was shooting Requiem and Dungeons and Dragons at the exact same time, right? And then Dungeons and Dragons comes out and it's just a really shit movie.
That was dog shit.
That
we
was
watched that at the movies
I
too.
can't believe we watched that at the fucking movies.
How
But
were we
then-
excited to see that?
Exactly. But then in the same year, we get Requiem for a Dream, and he's just fucking coked out, drugged out fucking character.
He was good
and
in
he's
there,
just,
man.
my God.
He was really, really good in there.
Just polar opposites. And it just proved that he could act.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Have you watched Requiem?
Yeah, I've only ever watched it once, but it was fucked up.
Yeah.
That's enough.
I only find myself going to it like once every like 5, maybe 10 years.
Yeah. I think I've watched that movie 3 times. That's it.
Shit.
Like that movie really fucking like, from what I'm hearing from like reviews from people who were like addicts who came back and watched that shit, they were like, it's almost akin to what you could feel when you're going through that type of
Oh,
shit.
shit. Yeah.
And it's an Aronofsky film, yeah?
Uh-huh.
So Aronofsky always got to tap into that real fucking crazy shit too.
And the music?
Yeah.
Dun, 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 dun.
Use that same shit in 2 Towers.
They do too.
Mark Wahlberg gave us a glimpse of his Mo for Uncharted. So, and his shirt.
Yeah, any shirt, yeah.
So his shirt is very, very Sully-ish
Very solid.
from the game.
Nearly exactly the same Sully.
But like, I like that. I like that. And his mustache is kind of like Sully's as well.
Yeah. It's just not white.
Yeah.
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 Did this raise your excitement levels?
No.
Because it was Marky Mark. He just had a mustache, eh?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was Marky Mark being Marky Mark with a mustache. It was Mikey Stash. But it killed me though. The don't ask. Don't fucking ask. Shit killed me.
But
No, I'm still not excited.
he doesn't excite me in the role
No.
because I don't think he's the Sully type.
No.
Whereas Lang just nailed it in that short film.
Of course, we saw what Lang could do, and it was Sully.
Yeah.
That was Sully.
When you think about it, Sully is just he's a new age pirate. He loots and he fucking goes after women and he just does whatever the fuck he wants to do.
Yeah.
You're a dirty old man, Sully.
Fucks a lot of whores, the old Sully.
Jeez.
Pretty sure he was throwing a bone into that chick that Nate was sleeping with him too as well.
That's
Yeah.
tough, man.
Yeah, the Aussie.
Yeah.
The one in
Sully did that shit.
Brian Edward Hill will write the Power Rangers reboot for Jonathan Entwistle. Entwistle sounds like such a like fantastical last name.
I know.
I see you're still fat, Chris, and I see you've still got those pussy willows in your ears, Grandma.
Pussy Willow.
Sorry.
So there was no details other than it's in he's in the process of writing it.
It's a go.
I don't know how I feel about a new Power Rangers movie.
Same.
I think they should just build on what they had.
Yeah.
The other
With
one,
the reboot that they had before.
yeah,
Yeah. Because I'm not everyone, but fucking I really enjoyed that shit.
yeah, same.
Fire. Facts.
I'm fucking getting that on Apple TV. I'm gonna watch that shit this week. Watch it,
Slap in your
Channel.
MGM has delayed the release of Respect, which was due to come out on Christmas Day as a limited release.
Wow.
Yeah.
I didn't even know they started shooting these hits.
Yeah, so it was going to be should have been released already, actually.
Wow.
Yeah, but then they delayed it to Christmas Day, and now they're pushing it right back to August next year.
Oh my God.
Because they won an audience. Jennifer Hudson,
Previous
sort of-
Oscar winner.
yeah, getting into it.
Unbelievable voice.
And then yet to be filmed, Tomb Raider is also getting an indefinite pushback. They haven't even set a date for this.
I heard this is scrapped. Like, I heard this is done.
What, they're not going to actually go forward?
They're not going to go forward. That's what I've heard.
The last report that I read was that it was happening. It was just on indefinite hold.
Okay.
So
Alright.
could be the same thing.
Yeah.
They
Could be.
we could get to 2022 and they're going to be like, yeah, we chose not to come back for that one. Because Ben Wheatley, who's going to direct it, is doing the Meg 2.
Oh, shit.
So
Yeah, that's not happening.
is he coming back though?
No.
Nah.
Nah. So they actually what did get shot in secret in
Yeah.
our fucking backyard of Sydney was a Children of the Corn reboot.
Yeah.
So they actually screened it in 2 parts of Florida because it's open in Florida.
Yeah.
Like it is, but it isn't really. They just don't give a fuck over there. Yeah. But yeah. They gender swapped it, so it's not what's his name?
So it's Zachariah?
Zachariah?
Something like that.
Yeah, it's not Zachariah anymore. They gender swapped the main, so
Yeah.
yeah.
It is a reboot as well.
Yeah.
And it's directed by Kurt Wimmer.
Kurt Wimmer.
So he directed Ultraviolet, which is a big red flag in my book. But then on the other hand, he also did Equilibrium. So I'm like,
Yeah.
Look, Equilibrium is a much better film than Ultraviolet if you watch them back to back.
yeah.
But when you watch Equilibrium by itself, sometimes it can fall on some pretty dull notes.
I don't know. For me, Equilibrium always sticks out as something that's fire.
Christian
But
Bale does
I haven't-
put some fucking oomph into that.
But I haven't watched it like lately.
I haven't watched that movie in years. Man.
Yeah, same.
Pretty sure I watched it in 2018.
All right.
Darn it.
Maybe I gotta revisit that one.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah.
Maybe I just have too high an expectation, or maybe it's too flashy for me at the time. I just wasn't in the mood.
It's
I'll
ever,
watch it
it's
again.
ever since we got Wick
Yeah.
and we can see how gun fu was supposed to be done.
Yeah.
Right.
When it looks more natural and when it looks more
Real? Real is the word.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
he does do that thing where he fucking runs off the top of a motorcycle, does the backflip while shooting 2 dudes in the face, and then
Yeah.
lands like that.
Yeah.
And then
Yeah.
also starts gun butting people and does the pose before he hits everyone, when he obviously could have been shot like 30 times when they were watching him get into his fucking bag. You know what I mean?
No. Come on, Chris, what are we doing here?
So we also got behind the scenes photos for Avatar 2, Red Notice, and Justice League.
Mhm.
So Justice League was it just looked like a
It's just a clacker.
yeah.
Yeah.
Red Notice was for
How come it wasn't that guy that won the fucking
I
competition?
know.
What a fucking liar that Jack Snyder.
Maybe-
Zack Snyder.
Jack Snyder.
maybe in the fine print. Zack Snyder was like, "Well, if it's a pandemic, you're shit out of luck."
If it's a pandemic, fuck you. Stay where you are.
Red Notice got like a it was The Rock, it was Gal Gadot, and Ryan Reynolds.
Ryan Reynolds.
And it was for Reynolds' birthday.
Yeah.
And then the director, Raleigh.
Raleigh.
Rawson,
Rawson Thurgood Marshall?
yeah.
Yeah.
No.
Rawson.
Thurgood Marshall's the fucking character.
Yeah,
that,
it is. That's a real guy. I think it's just Rawson Marshall.
Marshall?
Yeah.
The director.
The director.
He was there and he was saying some nice words about Reynolds.
Yeah.
Boom.
You know
Not
what?
really a behind the scenes shot, but
Yeah.
they were on the set.
They were on the set. Reynolds doesn't look that much taller than The Rock. I mean, that much shorter than The Rock.
Maybe they just shoot The Rock really big.
That's what I'm thinking.
Imagine you find out The Rock like 5'11".
Can you imagine?
Can you,
Tom Cruise.
can you imagine if Diesel was taller
I
than
know.
him?
Could they make Diesel look like he is as tall as the fucking
Yeah.
Rock? Even though he's looking up.
Fucking
Fuckwit.
That's what I was gonna say. Did you guys ever watch that fucking little like spoof bit they did for Reynolds on what's that set with him and fucking Sandra Bullock that they did back in like 06, but Betty White was in it as well.
The
And-
breakup plan or whatever it is?
Yeah.
Something like that.
And they had it so like Betty White fucking hated him.
No.
And he's trying to talk to her and like fucking she says some like real outlandish shit to him. And then he tells her off and she starts crying and plays the victim. It's the fucking best shit. I got to find it.
Yeah. Nah, I haven't watched it.
Okay.
Betty White's always killing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Avatar 2 was a shot of
Kate Winslet.
Kate Winslet's character
Yeah.
who
Yeah.
had wings.
Yeah.
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 So is she playing Awa?
Possibly. Was Awa going to be a physical representation this time?
Don't know. Maybe they go into those
The network?
beads.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Into the network.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then Awa's there.
Because maybe that's how they see Sarandon as or Weaver. Sorry.
Yeah.
Susan Sarandon.
would yeah, because those roots would be under the water. They'd have to go under the water to go deep enough to actually tap into.
Maybe.
I see you, Mr. Cameron.
Can you imagine if they're just reviving Awa? Like if that was the thing to bring everything back
Hmm.
because they lost Home Tree?
And then she's evil.
Oh,
Ooh,
shit.
That'd turn things up.
Yeah, but then it's too much like the fucking like did what's his face wrote this movie then? What's his name? The fuckwit that we hate that did that fucked up the Phoenix story twice.
Kinberg.
Yeah. Then it's just that story.
Yeah, true.
I don't want to see that movie.
Fuck that man's.
What story did he do that was that?
X-Men 3 and that other shit fucking X-Men movie that just
Dark
came
Phoenix.
out. Dark Phoenix.
How you fuck it up twice, Kimberg?
Mm.
Damn, man.
We had so we have Brian Tyree Henry.
Paperboy.
Yeah.
Please come back to Paperboy soon.
They're shooting soon.
I know, but I want it back now, man.
Same. I miss Atlanta.
Fucking hell.
So he's joining Bullet Train
Fuck yeah.
with David Leitch. So undisclosed role, but it's just good to have him in there, man.
He's gonna
Yeah.
be like the FBI agent or something that's on the train.
Yeah, I hope so.
Yeah.
I hope so.
And he
Yeah.
knows about what's his face. He's like what's his face's character. Agent Hella.
Andy Garcia.
Andy Garcia's character who knows about El Estrago.
Who's also coming back is Tony Jaa.
Mm.
So O's got big hates on Tony
I
Jaa.
do, man. I don't know what it is. He was the next guy and then just like, went fake crazy. Like that's what killed me
How do you know you went fake crazy though?
because it was fine the next year.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
Not even the next year. It was fine the next role.
Maybe he went into rehab, got off the sauce. Guy found his spiritual center
He
again.
was never ever that great a fucking actor in the first place. How do you get lost in the fucking character? Fuck that noise. That was talking shit, son. He was doing coke and fucking hookers. That's all it was.
Well, maybe that's what it was.
That's
and the
all it
syphilis
was.
just went to his brain.
And that was just talking shit.
It was like that fucking Emilios guy or whatever the fuck. They just hold him up in that house with coke and hookers.
Which guy? John Milius.
Yeah.
That's all he wanted. So Tony Jaa's the trilogy is going to make is going to be about an assassin that's out of the game for a long time. And then he's pulled back in because people go after him.
Asian John Wick.
Yeah, I was going to say it is
Right.
John Wick.
Jarwick.
It is John
It is
Wick.
John Wick. Yeah.
So it's going to be English. The whole
Really?
trilogy is going to be English,
Oh,
yeah.
God.
The only person who can make an Asian John Wick is Donnie Yen.
Really?
Only fucking person. Because of SPL.
Nah. My Asian John Wick is Chow Yun.
Yeah. True.
Him,
Even,
'cause he
even
can
this
act.
old?
Huh?
Even this old?
No.
Back in the day.
Back in the day, yeah.
Back in the day.
Mans was like Tequila, and then played
The Killer.
Assassin Tequila in The Killer.
True. I wish he came back and less fucking more steam. You know what I mean?
Mm.
So if the guys from 8711 were on this and like, it looked like it was shepherded the right way, would you watch it?
Yeah, if they got some good directors as well. So if they said, okay, you know what, fuck it, Sam Hargrave is going to do this, or like, I don't know, someone,
You see,
another stunt guy is going to direct this.
if they were going to do that,
Step
they
in.
should have taken that energy and put it into Wu Assassins, because that could have the potential to be a really good show.
Mm.
Yeah. Jules really enjoyed it. But yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
So another person who's making a jump to, another actor who's making a jump to directing is Patrick Wilson. So he's been tapped to direct Insidious 5.
Yeah.
Yeah.
His first feature film. The movie will pick up 10 years after Insidious Chapter 2.
Yeah.
So it'll follow
Okay.
the son going to college
Yeah.
and dealing with his astral projecting capabilities.
Are they going to get that same kid back? It'd be
Yeah,
about
Ty Sheridan?
Yeah.
No, Ty Simpkins.
Ty Simpkins. He'd be about that age now. Yeah.
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 Yeah, it's going to be in real time because it has been 10 years.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Simp.
And then, he'll also reprise his character as well.
As soon as you said Ty, I was like, $sign. But yeah, that should be good, man. I don't mind this. It's a nice little small budget, see what he can do with it sort of movie.
Yeah.
It's the first time I think that Leigh Whannell will not do the screenplay though, but has come up with the story. Yeah.
I need Lee. Pause.
Yeah,
Like
same.
you need him there.
Yeah.
You need him there. He's the glue that keeps everything together.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's got such a fucking mind for this, and specifically this series as well. That fucking to not have him there for at least the screenplay is a little bit worrisome.
But he will be producing, so will James Wan and the rest of their Atomic Monster crew. Yeah. John Ridley is going to direct Project Poltergeist.
Poltergeist. So it's set in the Poltergeist universe, or
Nah.
sounds funny.
I know. Like the name sounds like something that you'd get now, like a hidden camera type situation
Yeah,
where
yeah.
they're videoing the poltergeist. But no, this will look into the first recorded case of a poltergeist
Yeah.
in 1960 in New Jersey.
Oh shit. Okay.
And it's also a it will be like this I think this teenage kid who will be reflective of his home life and his neighborhood.
Yep.
Okay.
New Jersey back then, kind of rough.
There's Jersey, huh?
Mm.
Okay.
Yeah.
I see you.
So I'm excited for that.
Mm-hmm.
Could be good. Always like the new horror movies coming out and what they kind of bring.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like, you know what I like though, is that when with the new horror, they sort of stick away from like country towns and all that sort of stuff. And we actually get horror in like, in the cities and whatnot.
Yeah.
Where you don't expect to see it. That's what I sort of like.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's just more relatable. You know what I mean? We have a city 20 minutes down the road, 30 minutes down the road. Like you can go there and it kind of look the same and it kind of feel the same. So
Yeah.
Crazy. We also so we got Mads Mikkelsen and Armie Hammer starring in a new film called $1 Billion Spy. This one looks pretty cool. So basically, Hammer's a new face of the CIA, and he gets told about Mads Mikkelsen. He's part of
KGB.
Yes, sir. And what is
Or could be part of the KGB. We don't know.
His bosses sort of speculate that he might be a dangle for the KGB, but then he ends up developing a friendship and having a relationship with this guy. And yeah, just everything going on with that. Whereas Mikkelsen's trying to help his family get out of I guess, Soviet Russia.
Yeah, Soviet Russia. Yeah, so it's going to be directed by Amma Asante.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, who did A United Kingdom and A Handmaid's Tale.
Yeah. And set during the Cold War.
Very good. It's a very interesting time, that Cold War time. They need more movies set around then.
Atomic Blonde.
Yeah. Like so different. Like I mean, two different sides of Germany, and like so weird. Like
Yeah. They got
interesting time. That
yeah, definitely. That's why I'm excited for Cold War to come out.
COD.
yeah.
Man from U.N.C.L.E. was also set during that time. Eh?
That's right.
Yeah.
So at the start of it, he's shepherding someone between the two Germanys, essentially.
Okay.
Yeah, it's cool.
Yeah.
Because it was real fucked up during that time. Mate. There were the dispensing of fucking nuclear weapons.
Yeah.
Wild shit.
So it's been
wild
developed by Akiva Goldsman, though.
Yeah. And that was the only red flag on that movie for me.
That is correct.
Mahershala Ali was on a podcast talking about why he was why he pursued Blade and actually wanted to do it. So he was saying that it started with Netflix's Luke Cage and playing that character of Cottonmouth. And he said he really, really enjoyed the experience and everything. And then he started to kind of think, well, what are they doing with Blade? What's some other properties? Because I want to get into films.
Yeah.
And then he said like it kind of started with them asking Marvel what's happening with Blade. And then years go by before they actually announce it and get the green light that he's going to be Blade.
Yeah.
He said that like going back to his high school days, his friends would also say that he looked like Wesley Snipes.
That's wild.
And
Absolutely wild. For me, the most interesting thing about this was what he said about like the tone and whatnot. He was like, I love that it's darker.
Yeah.
That's all in terms of the tone. He's a little bit darker than some of the other ones, and that, you know, that's what attracts him to the role. So do you think we get a Marvel Knights banner above this, and this is R-rated?
And it's released under Fox?
Released under Fox.
I hope so, man.
Oh, man.
But still part of the MCU.
Yeah.
That'd be cool.
yeah.
If they have the courage and the balls to do that, and to potentially like sort of fuck with their normal PG-13 programming, so that they can get Blade in there, they can do a Ghost Rider that's R-rated, they can throw Deadpool in the mix there, and they can, like, you know, maybe even get like a Morbius crossover movie in there too.
Can we get a Marvel Knights Marvel Justice League, Marvel Knights Avengers?
Maybe the Dark Avengers?
Yeah, where it's Dark Avengers, where it's Blade and Ghost Rider
and potentially Punisher as well in there as
Punisher
well.
And
Daredevil.
Just get Bernthal back and
Matt and what's his face?
Well,
Charlie Cox.
Yeah.
with that Marvel's Hellstrom being released on Hulu, they just fucking drop it there as well instead of putting it on Disney Plus so they can keep that clean.
Yeah. But if they went through a theatrical banner, they'd have to go with like
it'd have to be Fox.
Yeah.
Like it'd have to be. That's the only way they could do it. So open up, no Disney logos, nothing. And it'd just be straight 20th Century Fox logo. Maybe a Marvel, different Marvel Knights logo.
Yeah.
And then,
The when I was rewatching the first Blade, when you go through it, it's not as violent until it gets to like him with the needles and things like that. Because a lot of the violence that they show is more so it burns away. There's no blood that actually comes up. Like when he cuts off fucking Quinn's hand, you see like it flying through the air and then it just fucking burns away. There's no blood, nothing.
Yeah.
But he is hitting some guy in the throat while grabbing a stake and then stabbing him through the mouth, like under his jaw, and then impaling him on top of a fucking sprinkler. Like that's where it gets like, okay, we do need this to be.
Yeah. But like Marvel can get away with off-screen decapitations.
Yeah.
They can get away with the throat hit as well.
Yeah. But it's not like a Blade throat rip.
Yeah. But that only happened in that third act there.
Yeah, but still, I mean, that's still really, as soon as you show someone getting kicked in the face and there's a little bit of blood, that's an R-rated movie.
But it's also the sound as well.
Yeah.
They'd find ways to just cut it.
Yeah.
They'd show it from the back of the head, the guy's head getting kicked.
Yeah, but I don't want to see that, man.
Yeah, I know, but you wouldn't even notice it.
Yeah, I would. Because the fights would look like shit. Finish him. Go to the back. Kick him in the face. I don't want to see that shit. I want to see the kick straight on. To the face.
It's like when you watch fucking Cavill get hit in the throat and fall out.
But that was pretty violent.
Yeah.
There's no blood in that scene.
Well, there's no, like, hardly any blood in any of it. And he shoots those, like, 4 guys.
Yeah.
But you still, like, enjoy it.
Yeah.
Because of the tone and intensity.
Yeah.
But that's because that very first movie that came out set the tone and intensity for all of it going forward. If Brian De Palma came through and said, you know what, fuck it, we're making a fucking R-rated fucking what's-his-face movie, Mission Impossible movie, there's going to be blood, there's going to be sex, there's going to be fucking drugs, Ethan's going to be fucking coked out and smacked out and everything, and that's why he's all fucked up in that scene, that would have set the tone for the rest of the fucking movies. We've seen 3 Blade movies. They've all been R-rated. They've all shown as much violence as they could. To take a step back and just be like, nah, this is not going to be that sort of movie.
Yeah.
It's not even going to be true to the fucking comics then, because the comics came out under the harder banner as well.
True.
Yeah.
But, like, it's going to be a new interpretation of Blade. So, with Hellboy, they were all PG-13, the 2 that came out, and then an R-rated one came out.
Yeah.
But you prefer the PG-13 ones.
Yeah.
That was because it was Guillermo del Toro and he took the source material properly.
Yeah, but I'm saying in terms of the gore, it didn't change how you felt about the movie. No.
But the subject matter for Blade is a lot more violent.
We're talking about vampires, man. We're talking about, it's not an alien. It's not, it's a vampire.
But it's still a monster. Like Hellboy, it's still a monster.
Yeah, but we've got the monsters. You can change the law. You can change all that. The vampires is pretty straightforward.
Yeah.
We know what they can do. We know what they can't do. We know.
There's been plenty of vampire movies that
Yeah.
are PG-13 and they get away with it.
Yeah, and they're shit.
Like what? Which one's the shit?
Twilight.
The what's his face? Shadow. The Damned. What's it called?
Queen of the Damned?
Queen of the Damned.
Anything else?
Every other fucking PG-13 vampire movie. What else you got? What else is there?
I can take a look.
Every one of them.
I don't
Near
think...
Dark is R-rated. Interview with the Vampire is R-rated. Fucking all 3 Blades are R-rated. What else is there?
Yeah, but Blade 3 was R-rated and it was dog shit.
That's Blade 3. Dracula is
Nah,
R-rated.
you can't just say that's Blade 3.
Dracula is R-rated. But it wasn't the R rating that killed that movie, was it? It was the script and the fucking director.
Yeah, exactly. So if those things are on point for this new Blade,
I
shits
think
could be fire?
No, it won't.
Yes, it will.
No, it won't.
It will. I'm gonna wait. In 5 years when the movie drops,
In 2023.
I'm gonna hear the glowing review.
In 2023, when
That's
it
what
comes
it's
out,
gonna be.
we'll see. It's going to be the shittest fucking movie ever.
I don't think so. Mahershala
Watch it.
coming through with straight quality.
No, he's not.
So
Yeah,
let's
he
say... So you know the Big Mac, right?
The what?
Well, what's in a Big Mac?
Beef, lettuce, cheese, onions, special sauce, sesame seed bun.
Well, let's just say the Big Mac turns into... It's just bun, no sesame seeds, and a beef patty. No middle patty, no lettuce, no onions, no special sauce.
It's a good burger.
But it's not the same, right?
It's not the same.
Yeah.
But
It's not a big
But
Big Mac anymore.
neither's the Son of Mac. But I enjoy the shit out of the Son of Mac.
Son of Mac can suck my dick.
You're such a fucking dick, Batman.
Anyway,
Agree to disagree,
Yeah.
motherfucker. We'll be back
I
in
know.
5 years.
2023, I'm going to tell you. I'm going
I'm gonna come back for the shine.
I'm going to have fucking Mahershala right here and I'm going to fucking tell you.
What, Mahershala's gonna be there saying his movie shit?
in
I'm going to
full
tell him
Blade
his
getup.
movie is shit.
Nah.
Watch it.
I don't think so.
I'm going to ask him what happened. So what happened? Well, you know, man, you know. You know, it's that Marvel Studios, man. You have to play in that same sand pit. All that bullshit fucking that we hear time and time again is going to be the same.
I don't think it is. I don't think Marvel dropping any dog shit. None.
They drop a lot of dog shit.
Like,
Better than some, though. Better than Steel? Better than Joss Whedon's Justice League?
Yeah.
Yeah. But we still enjoyed those movies.
Yeah.
Joss Whedon's Justice League was a reimagining of a film that was already directed. What
Joss
the
Whedon's
fuck?
Justice League wasn't R-rated either.
Not yet.
But, because Zack Snyder's is going to come out and be R-rated.
Yeah.
Mm.
Did you see those podcasts I sent through? With Quentin Tarantino?
Yeah.
Fucking, he had a hot take. I was telling Dave about it. Dunkirk is his number 2 film of the decade for 2010 to 2020. But the hot take was that he was like, visually, Dunkirk is better than Saving Private Ryan. There's more memorable shots in Dunkirk than there is in Private Ryan.
I can't remember Dunkirk, to be honest.
Mm.
I got to watch them hits again. I was going to watch it yesterday. And I was like, no, put on Mando.
Yeah.
I was going to do that. But then I got on this my
No, I've been thinking about that the past
Same.
2 days. But yeah, he like commandeered 3 episodes of the Rewatchables podcast just to fucking talk about movies. All hour
That's
and
what
a
you
half
want,
each.
man.
Yeah, man.
Um,
Quentin, we're getting you.